Everybody, welcome back to Sport Crash Bandicoot 3. We're going to be taking on the Sphynxinator once again. I'm going to see if we can get that box gym going here, because I believe the blue gym is going to activate the clear gym. And we had to deal with the fork in the road deal again. But thank God we still have our welcome masks, so that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and take the left side this time. Trying to be on the safe side here, because I believe that we're supposed to take this way. And just like the idiot that I am, Tornado Spin is not useful. No, what you actually need to use Tornado Spin here. I recommend doing double jump, but I really kind of don't trust Crash's double jump. Sometimes, I mean, yeah, you're supposed to technically use it. Right about there, but I don't know about that. I want to see how far I can get before something bad actually happens. I don't know where that actually takes me to. Hold on, let me try checking that out real quick. Let me see where this takes us to, and then I'll find out. Okay, that takes us to that area. So we need to go... Okay, so you're supposed to take the right way first, and then you're supposed to come back, and then take the left way, and then go there. I think. Okay. This is one of the more odd ones of this game. The more confusing. I don't like these fork in the road ones. It's like, okay, you pick one way or another, and then you have to come back. It's like, I don't want to have to deal with that. Right now, not ever. But anyway, try to watch out for that, the time trial clock, because if you hit that, well, guess what? You're going to do time trial. First, you have to leave the level and come back. It's funny, like, I watch most people talk about that. They're like, oh, yeah, if you hit that, you screwed up. So, sorry. Thanks. I mean, you can tell them that they could come back. That's for any game. Like, it's like, oh... People always say, like, oh, well, now you screwed up, so, there's nothing to do. And then they go ahead and go on and then do it again. It's like, oh, thanks. They actually do it themselves. They fix, their problem that they think is a problem. Funny thing about this game is this is the first time that Crash can actually walk too, so keep that in mind. Because with the analog sticks, they wanted to focus more on, like, what am I trying to say? They try to focus more on actual movement capabilities and stuff like that. Analog sticks are really nice, and, playing this one, coming from 2, with the directional buttons and stuff like that, it's not as hard as I thought it'd be. It's actually a little bit more easier to adjust to, especially when you go from 3 to 2, because they're both the same fluidity. I'm trying to say that word correctly. They both have the same fluidity, and it makes for a great experience either way, which is what I enjoy. I believe you can. Okay, maybe I'm probably thinking about the wrong game here. But I remember there was one game that, yeah, that's by one of the Game Boy ones. But you can definitely break those those spikes on the floor by doing a power slam move. That's what it cut me off, game. That's what it cut me off. I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but I've been taking more enjoyment out of this than I thought I would. I don't know if anybody remembers me saying, but this was actually one of my I don't know, I don't play this one as much as I usually am supposed to. Probably because the first levels are just so... meh. I'm starting to get used to them now. I'm starting to understand that this is Crash Bandicoot 3, and this is what we're going to have to deal with. This is what I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. This Crash Bandicoot 3 is this game. Or this game is Crash Bandicoot 3, and there's no change in that either. Just like 2. I wouldn't change 2 in any possible way. 3, I can find some things to change about 3. The last boss battle, of course, would be one. There's a lot of things I could change. Coco missions are ridiculously stupid. But what I hate is they try to make sure that those boxes actually move or not. What I hate is, like, you're technically forced to do it, with the whole crystal fact and stuff like that. Obviously, in Crash Bandicoot 1, you didn't have to have, the gym to progress. No, but you needed to beat the level to progress. So no matter what game you're playing, you're basically stuck with the fact that progression has to be completed level. And I like how they actually do reward you with crystals and stuff. It kind of gives you more of a feeling of like you actually beat the level instead of just, oh, I beat the level, continue on to the next one. And I don't know where the gyms are. This is a more organized Crash Bandicoot game. And that's what I enjoyed about 2, was it was more organized than the first one. The first one's just a fun platformer to go through once in a while. Kind of like Jak and Daxter. It's like, it's fun once in a while, you know. The first Jak and Daxter, obviously. It's like, I'll go. Sometimes if I'm ever in the mood, I'll play Jak and Daxter 1 or Jak 2. But I have not been in a Jak mood for a long time. I don't know. It's probably because I've been doing a lot of speedrunning of it, though. That could be why. Yeah, because I've been speedrunning it on my Twitch channel for some time now. I doubt that anybody actually keeps up with that stuff, but I'm just saying that's kind of what I've been up to back then. Yeah, I didn't think I could do anything. I'll see if I actually could probably do anything about that. But nope, I guess not. Jak 2 will be done one day. It's my favorite of the Jak series, and it's... The Jak games are really good, though. It's like Crash Bandicoot with guns, you know. Although... Well, the first one's more like Crash Bandicoot. Obviously without guns. But, oh, God, what did I say? It's like... It's not bad, it's just... I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like the guns just overwhelm the game. You know, you really could make a better, you could make Jak 2. You probably couldn't. I mean, it's the way it is. I'm not going to change that game for anything. I wouldn't have it any other way. Jak 3 is awesome, though. I mean, Jak 3 is, like, the best of the Jaks. Just, the story's great, everything's great about it. Jak 2 is just my personal favorite because... I don't know, I just like Jak 2. It's like the... It's the Night Dog syndrome along with the Insomniac syndrome, you know. I mean, Insomniac games. Where, like, Insomniac, I like, there's, like, certain games I like of that. Like, I like the first of the series. Well, Resistance-wise, I don't know. I'd have to go with... I can't say 1 because I've never actually played 1, per se. There was actually 1 that I played. It was with the PSP. That was okay. I didn't have it, but I played it. I own Resistance 3, and I never played 2. To be honest, I never played 2. Nothing. Not a demo, nothing. And yes, I do sort of count playing demos as actually playing the game because, well, I mean, it's basically. So, most demos don't even show off anything at all. So I can hear my stuff over here. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I probably should explain what the hell's going on here. These are Coco missions for planes. Like, this is like a plane Coco mission. Basically, this is another kind of engine being used. I don't think it is. I think it's just the same Coco engine as they've been using for the past while. I think so. I don't know what it is. Anyway, these are actually probably the more relatively fun ones. This is actually reintroduced a few more levels later, and also introduced into Rapid Vortex as well. There are actually a few kind of flying, little levels too. Basically, you just need to take down the blimps. And for the time trial wise, you gotta take them down a certain amount of time. Just like any other time trial. They're not hard, but they can be. If you're not fast enough, you gotta hit the box at a certain time and stuff like that. They're okay. I think they shoot 'em up. I think the shoot 'em up ones are okay. They're not too bad, especially for Coco's sake. But I think they really just wanted to focus on giving her a level in general. And then, of course, we just have to go through another Coco level. Okay. The Tiger ones are fine. The shooting ones are fine. These ones are ridiculous. These are the ones I hate the most out of the entire game. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I like the open world feel of it. the slight open world feel of it, I guess. Just the controls for it are pure crap, and you know, I'd rather play one of the racing level. I'd rather play like a whole game of the racing levels than a whole game of this. This is just not fun to me. Oh yeah, speaking of which, you want to kind of follow the boxes. Don't worry about like what's out there. Just follow the boxes and you'll be fine. Sometimes. Sometimes you gotta like expand yourself out a little bit and make sure that, you know, sometimes just go back, check on, you know, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm checking on to see if there actually was anything back there, and there's not. So basically, like I said, just make sure, you know, there's nothing back there and stuff like that. It's like it could be like a spiral level over here or something. Sometimes it does. And that quest arrow makes me look like Bioshock right now. I could do. Speaking of Bioshock, that's not going to be done for a long time. Probably a real long time looking at it now. Looking at the state of where I'm at. Yeah. Also, you could do flips while being... Funny how I just say that and then all of a sudden she does a flip. But yeah, you could do flips and stuff like that. If you push forward a little bit, you could actually go underwater, which usually allows you to break. There's usually stuff in the water like extra lives or whatever. The water control, water in this game actually is pretty cool. I like that. I like the, you know, that whole engine deal going on here. Speaking of, you know, the engines again, the game engines of this game, which are pretty good. I mean, this game does have really good engines. You can run this kind of stuff too. Just, again, I don't really prefer most of these levels, though. You know, I really don't. I kind of don't. I just don't like them enough. Especially these. Like, I can stand Coco levels to a point. You know, after a while, it's like, I don't want to. I don't think there's anything we can do over there. I think that's just, you want to go back. You can't go back. I mean, yeah, I could probably sort through these pretty quickly. Just, I take no enjoyment of them. The thing about Crash 3, I always remembered about Crash 3 was these stupid levels. Like, that was the one thing I always remember about this game. It's like, oh, what was there about Crash 3 that you remember? Well, the Coco levels. Straight up, the Coco levels. There's nothing more, nothing less to say. That's pretty much about it. No, there were other levels I remember too. Like the first level, all of them tiny, and you know the bosses and stuff like that. You know, the final boss, what have you here. But other than that, I think I don't think much of this game. Besides, you know, these little over here. Because really, these, I don't think it's just Coco missions or Coco levels in general. I think it's all of them, like the road raging levels and what have you. All of them, all the non-platform levels. Really, somebody was saying that they only take up about a third of the game. It's like, that's bull, because they take about at least 2/3 of the game. No, I'm just about serious. I believe that they do take up 2/3 of the game. It's just, this is Crash Bandicoot 3 in a nutshell. If you were to explain Crash Bandicoot 3 to somebody in a nutshell, you would say, basically a driving, flying, racing, water going, waterboarding version of Crash, a party game. Just single player only. Constantly a party game. That's what I could say about it. I mean, I'm really good right now. I've no doubt about it in my mind that I believe that this game is basically a party game. Just a single player effect. Because you hardly get any platform levels to play. And if anything, you know, you have swimming levels too. I mean, yeah, those don't really count as platform levels, but balls, I swear to God. I'm just about to quit playing. Oh, that's the fun of Crash, is it makes you want to quit playing after a while. But hey, that says, you know, hey, that might actually help some people out. It's like, you make your game hard enough, nobody will play it long enough. That could be possible. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, that extra life in the water is what I was talking about earlier. The whole spiel on how you're gonna do this. I believe I'm going the wrong way here, which I know I am because another thing is, God, fucking damn. Okay. You know what I also noticed is that these bombs and these balls, these cannonballs, are basically like 2D renders in the game. But hey, isn't it like half the stuff in this game is like non-3D? Just saying. God. Damn. Now, a lot of people probably are wondering, like, what do you find so fun about Crash Bandicoot exactly? Like, what is so fun about Crash Bandicoot games that makes you want to play them constantly and make yourself angry? What's the fun in, you know, breaking a certain amount of boxes, getting a certain amount of collectibles and stuff like that? Well, if you're a collectible hoarder like I am, then yeah, if you're 100% hoarder, this game's definitely, you probably have played Crash before. This Crash is pretty well known for its fact of being a collectathon game, sort of. To a degree, I guess you could say it's a collectathon. I mean, all you're really doing is collecting kind of like... I'm not satisfied with this. With this level. I'm not satisfied with this level. This needs to be taken back, shipped back to where it came from, to hell. And just redone completely, because this is ridiculously stupid. Mind you, I'm being very, very annoyed with this. Like right now. I mean, really I am. Oh, I guess it probably will just go. Well, I mean, they probably want you to take the right side first and then come to the left side. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care enough. But yeah, really, what do I find so fun about Crash Bandicoot? Well, nostalgia aside, she literally just runs right into these damn things now. Like, it's not even a thing. But nostalgia aside, I think it's just the fact of that rewarding feeling of you actually beating that level. Like, that feeling of getting that gem every time. Every time I get that gem, I always feel so good. It's like, yes, I got that gem I've been wanting to get for a long time. It's just a common thing with me, you know. It's like, whenever I get the crystal, it's like, oh, I beat the level good. You know, you're gonna get the crystal automatically no matter what in most levels. So it's not really enticing. For some reason, that feeling of just getting those dang boxes that you've been trying to get for so long, trying to beat that stupid level you've been trying to beat for the longest time, you know, and you finally do it, and it's like, yes, thank the Lord. But what about Spyro? Well, Spyro doesn't really have something like that. Yeah, you get all the dragons, you get all the gems, you know, you find that one last gem. It's kind of like that one last box feeling. You know, it's like, yes, finally, but for the gems in that game, it's just like, well, I got the last gem. Okay, now what? You know, there's really no completion deal for, well, yeah, you are rewarded in most, like, in-game rewards and stuff like that, too, but hardly is it anything. I still just like Spyro because of its gameplay and its focus on the fact that it actually tries to be less harder than Crash Bandicoot. But 2 and 3 didn't do a very good job because it worked on that same concept. Like, that's what made Crash Bandicoot 2 so much better than Crash Bandicoot 1 is it worked on a different concept than the first one did. And then, you know, after 2, it's like, okay, what can they do now to make Crash Bandicoot series any better? And they made this. Yeah, I don't technically fully agree with this game, but I don't think this is necessarily the worst offender of what Crash. This did not ruin Crash, trust me. This actually made Crash the more definitive platform to play because of its amount of variety. It really has. Okay, yeah, this is variety. All right, I get it. But again, it takes away from the fact of all platform levels. And I just realized that I'm talking more now. Yeah, you give me talking about a topic enough, and you'll hear me start talking. But it just, I don't know. I can't really say what I want to say because I don't know how to say it exactly. It's like, I forget what I was talking about too. God, short-term memory sucks. No, I know what I know. It's just right now I can't remember off the top of my head. Crap! I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the whole Spyro, you don't get rewarded for anything. You know, you beat the levels, you beat the game, fine and dandy. Crash Bandicoot, you beat the levels, you get a gem. You know, it's like, okay, it's that feeling of remorse that you rewardment that you actually did something for once. You know, and that's what I like about Crash Bandicoot. I still prefer Spyro 1 over Crash Bandicoot 1, and I still prefer Crash 2 or, you know, Spyro 2, and then I guess I could probably say that Crash 3 is probably better than Spyro 3. I'm having more fun playing Crash 3 than I am Spyro 3. Or ever would, for that matter. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Sorry it was so long. The stupid Coco missions ruin everything. We all know how that goes. And anyway, see you all in the next episode, episode 9, where we take on the 19 and 20, and probably go back and get some gyms. That's not going to be until, like, next week, so... Or this week, still. Anyway, I'll see you all then. Take care, everybody.